let's crack on. Martin Lewis is live with us now. We've had lots of questions for Martin this morning. Good morning, Martin. Good to see you. Before we get going, on your show tonight...
Happy New Year to you.
And you. Let's talk about your show tonight.
And of course, when I'm sitting at home, you have absolutely no idea whether I have my Speedos on or not.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, stand up then.
No. I might not even have those on. I'm at home, there's no one else in the house. Who knows, eh?
That's a lot of 10:27.
I'm not going to be able to concentrate on this now.
Shall we talk about your show tonight? You got a very special guest. Who is it?
Yeah, so we've got the Chancellor coming on the show tonight. Now, it isn't a political interview. What I wanted to do is put in front of him all of the questions about consumer finance that people want me to ask him. So I asked him about child benefit and the very strange way that it operates. By far the biggest question that I got. Energy bills, lifetime ISAs, carers allowance, mental health and benefits, national insurance, inflation, mid-contract broadband price hikes. Why don't we stop those? And a lot more. So 9 o'clock tonight, a really important piece of information. Hear what the Chancellor has to say, whether any of those things will be changed. I'll also be talking through what you need to look at with your energy bills, the new help that's coming in for childcare, and a lot more. Not on at the usual time. It's 9 o'clock tonight. It's after the watershed. So maybe I'll wear my Speedos when I do that too.
Yes,
I'm allowed.
You really should.
Well, I know what I'm doing at 9 p.m. tonight. Thank you, Martin. Now, we've been inundated for you, Martin. We've got a message from Lisa here. Why is my energy company allowed to up my direct debit by £30 when I'm actually in credit for £200?
Well, energy direct debits have to be fair. We need to understand that on the 1st of January, prices went up by an average 5%, actually slightly higher for gas, slightly lower for electricity. So you would expect some firms to be upping your direct debit at the moment. I don't know what percentage £30 is. You'd need to be paying £600 a month for that to be 5%, so it sounds high. But what we need to do is look at the situation. There are a couple of things. At this point in the year, you say you're in credit. You actually probably want to be about 2 months worth of direct debits in credit. So if you're paying £200 a month, you'd probably want £400 worth of credit. So you may not be as much in credit as you think. This is because of the way the direct debit cycle works. You want to build up in the run-up to winter, and you then want to use that up in winter and then build it up again once you get to summer. What I would do in practice is I'd go online to it's my direct debit fare calculator, which will work out whether your direct debit is roughly right or not during the current energy situation. If that's saying it's too high because it's based on the price cap, so it would know, then get in touch with your company and say, why have you put my direct debit up so much? I'm in credit. You know, I don't know whether it's a month or 2 months credit you've got. I'm in credit. Seems a bit high. Can we find somewhere in the middle to meet?
Good. Have a conversation.
But I'm not shocked by a £30 rise in direct debit at the moment.
OK. Martin, this from Annie. I tend to use my debit card on holiday rather than taking out cash, but as expected, ATM fees cost quite a lot. And I don't really understand how they work in terms of converting the rate. What is the best way to draw money out with incurring high fees?
Don't draw money out would be my simple answer. When you're abroad, as long as you've got the right credit or debit card, you are far better to spend on it than you are to withdraw cash and spend that. So wherever possible, pay on the card. Don't take the cash out, because you have ATM fees sometimes on the card, not with the best cards, but you generally have ATM fees abroad for withdrawing money from the ATM machine itself. Now, as for the conversion, you know how when you do the conversion, it says, do you want us to convert it for you or not? And it always encourages, the ATM machine or the foreign shop will always encourage you to do the conversion and pay in pounds. Do not do that. Pay in the foreign currency. That way, the card you are using does the conversion. And in every test I've ever done, and I've tested this probably a good 100, 200 times in different locations around the world, the cards we have give you a better exchange rate than for overseas card. So if you're in euros and it says, do you want to pay in euros or pounds? Pay in euros. It'll try and persuade you not to. Ignore it. Pay in euros. Now, what you really want is one of the specialist cards for spending abroad. The Chase card's easy to get. You don't need to switch bank account for that. It's a debit card. It also gives you 1% cash back on spending abroad. You've got Barclaycard rewards. You've got switch bank account to First Direct, get paid 175 quid, and it's debit card. All of those give you perfect exchange rates abroad as long as you pay in the overseas currency, so they're doing the conversion. If you forgive me, I just want to do a quick aside because I heard you talking to the brilliant Simon Calder before. And I know this is the time of year when everybody is booking holidays. So if I can give my big annual warning that will save everybody and me some hassle later in the year, you get your travel insurance ASAP, as soon as you book. Do not leave it a week or two. Do not leave it before you go on holiday. This isn't going to sound nice, but I need to tell you why. The reason why is in the run-up to summer each year, I'll be doing a phone in here or somewhere else, and I will get a question that goes something like this. Hi, I've had my holiday booked. I've just found out that I've got cancer and I'm going to need chemotherapy, or another serious condition and I'm going to need treatment. I've been in touch with the airline and the hotel, and they say they won't give me a refund. What do I do? And I say, well, that's what travel insurance for. And they say, well, I haven't got round to doing it yet. And then there's no answer. Yeah. ASAP. Half of the point of travel insurance is to cover you if anything happens before you go. Get your travel insurance as soon as you've got your holiday. If you've got an annual policy, you're probably already covered. But if you haven't, make sure you get your travel insurance straight away.
Good advice.
Thank you, Martin. That was really helpful. Thank you. Jackie next. Now, my fixed rate on my mortgage ended on the 23rd of November and has gone up from the 1st of December from 1.59% to 5.89%. As I got a new fixed rate deal, is there anything I can do now the rates have gone down?
No. That's what a fix is. You lock in for the bonus of security and surety of knowing what you're paying, and then you have to close your eyes to it. Hopefully you got that because it was the right decision at the time and you could afford it. The fact that things have got cheaper, no one knew they were necessarily going to get cheaper. The fact that peaks have got cheaper, and they haven't got that much cheaper. They're down, the very best 5-year fixes are just under 5%, but most people can't get those. You'll be paying, 5.2, 5.3. So they've gone down a little. They move all the time. You get a fix and it's fixed. Yeah. I'm sorry, there is nothing that you could do apart from, try and pay it off and have huge penalties, and that would defeat the purpose. Yeah.
Thank you, Martin.
No, you got it and you went for surety.
9 o'clock tonight. Chancellor's in. Your Speedos are on. Exciting.
Yeah. Thank you, Martin. Thank you.
Quite right.
Cheers.